Well, it is a pretty good morning here in Basel, Lima Foxtrot Sierra Bravo, and we're taking this Lufthansa City Line CRJ900 to Frankfurt. APU is currently running, you can probably hear that already, and everything's on board, passengers, cargo, fuel. We are just short of the before start checklist, and we're going to be good to go. So let's have a look at our before start. So passenger signs, they are on. Let's just spotted that, better do that now. Landing elevation is set at 360. There it is. Altimeter, no, it's really high today, 1035. That's pretty high pressure. The flight management system, FMS, is all checked and set. IRS is in aligned, and nav. There we are. And we wouldn't have this if it wasn't aligned. Radios, unless we're going to need them today, we're not flying online again this morning. It would be 122.8 currently, having looked at the VAT spy takeoff briefing. So we're taking off runway 15. So it's going to be a right-hand turn when we taxi up along to Bravo, all the way to the holding point at top of runway 15, and we're going to be on the Elbeg 7 Sierra departure. So it's going to be an immediate right turn back on ourselves, maintaining a maximum of 220 knots, then another right turn towards Elbeg, nice and easy. Right, so good to start. Let's get ourselves set up for a start. Let's get the beacon on. Let's just do a quick sweep up here. Yeah, yeah. Bumps on. This goes into auto anyway. Windshield heat. Grand. Right. So, burst devices off. APU is on. Electrics are checked. Take-up data is also set. Doors close and locks. Beacons on. Fuel pumps quantity. The fuel pumps are on, and we have got just 3.7 tons there. Hydraulic pumps are on and autos, yeah, and parking brake is currently on since the chocks are away, yeah. So let's start engine number 2. Usually put them on about 15%, I think. So we just lift up that thing. Oh, lift it up and then put it back. There we go. A little fiddly. Oh, I've got the yoke lowered as well, just for being able to see and touch all the buttons. Engine 2 started. I'm going to start the left engine. Oh yeah, I always get that. Engine 1 or 2 or engine left and right. It's technically left and right here, as it says. Oops. To be really pedantic about that one. And I'm not paying attention to anything, I'm just daydreaming. Up it goes. There we are. That's a good left engine start. Let's put these things on, so Mach trim there, snap trim engage. There we go. We can now shut down the APU, so turn that off. Flight control check. See where that is. Flight controls. There we go. So full left, full right, up, down, rudder left, rudder right. Checked. Okay, generators on auto, electrics check, bleed valves, all the packs are on, APU's off, anti-ice off, nose wheel steering armed. Okay, select flaps 8. Shut the APU door. Yep, closed now. So flaps 8 selected, flight control share, trim is 7.1, it's green and checked, throttle reversers are going to be armed. Flight instruments, got the setting. Let's just get the toga. Let's take off set, and then once we're in the air, oops, that was it. There we go. Select nav. Okay. Let's get going. So, taxi lights on. Clear on the left, clear on the right.
Meine Damen und Herren, ich begrüße Sie auch ganz herzlich an Bord unseres A320.
It's almost bang on 9 o'clock as well.
Kabinenservice heute verantwortlich. Schneiden Sie sich jetzt bitte an und ziehen Sie Ihren Sitzgurt fest. Schalten Sie jetzt auch bitte alle Mobiltelefone und andere Geräte mit Sendefunktion entweder in den Flugmodus. Meine Damen und Herren, nur noch ein paar Hinweise zu Ihrer Sicherheit. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to acquaint you with our safety procedures. Wir zeigen Ihnen jetzt, wie Sie Ihren Sitzgurt schließen und wieder öffnen können. Your seatbelt is fastened and unfastened like this.
Honestly, these Microsoft traffic is just everywhere.
Sauerstoffmasken aus der Kabinendecke. Ziehen Sie eine der Masken ganz so sicher runter, um den Sauerstofffluss zu starten. Drücken Sie sie dann auf Mund und Nase, streifen Sie das elastische Band über Ihren Kopf. Danach
Oh, got takeoff config is okay. There's green light there on the status.
Oxygen masks will automatically drop on the panel above you. Pull the mask down fully to start the flow of oxygen. Cover your mouth and nose with the mask and secure it by pulling the elastic strap over your head. Then assist any children and people who require assistance.
Okay, and we are on Bravo.
Unter jedem Sitz ist eine Schwimmweste. Auf Anweisung der Crew ziehen Sie die Weste über den Kopf. Führen Sie den vorne angebrachten Gurtarm um Ihre Hüfte und schließen Sie ihn.
Let's give it a bit of gas to get us going.
Unmittelbar bevor Sie das Flugzeug verlassen, ziehen Sie an dem roten Griff.
It's pretty much a straight line.
Wenn Sie das Flugzeug durch ein Notfenster verlassen, blasen Sie die Weste erst außerhalb auf. Falls erforderlich, benutzen Sie den roten Mundschlauch, um die Weste aufzublasen. Die Signallampe leuchtet bei Kontakt mit Wasser automatisch auf. There is a life vest under every seat. When instructed to do so by the cabin crew, pull the vest over your head. Pass the belt around your waist once and fasten the clasp. Then pull the belt tight. Just before you leave the aircraft, pull the red tab to inflate the vest. If you leave the aircraft through an overwing exit, do not inflate the vest until you are outside the aircraft. If necessary, blow into the red tubes to inflate the vest or top up the air. The signal lights up automatically in protective mode. In der Sitztasche finden Sie eine Informationskarte mit allen Sicherheitshinweisen. Bitte prägen find an information card explaining the safety instructions. Please take particular note of the location of the emergency exits, which are marked with the word exit. The laminated strips on the floor will guide you to the exits. Remember that the nearest exit may be located behind you.
Right, tax checklist, lights and strobes are on, that are necessary. Well, sorry, it's before takeoff. They're not on yet. Waiting on the strobes, we're not there. Doing the most more fuel cross flow. Interesting. Manual.
Ladies and gentlemen, for takeoff, please ensure that your seat is in upright position and your table is folded away. Passengers seated at the window seat are kindly asked to open the window shades for takeoff. Thank you and enjoy your flight with us.
Oops. Let's keep that on that taxi line. Right, that sounds like the thing's finished. Let's give the cabin crew a ding. Can't remember where it is. There we go. Yeah, so see the camera moving up and down. This is the default, which for me is far too far. I can't see a thing in those dials. And that's what I've set it to. Still can't really see a thing. It's still quite small on my screen, but it's sort of better. I am intrigued by this here because it's making it look like we're turning left, but actually it's a right turn. So we are going to turn right to Sierra Bravo 533. So once we get to 1900 feet, we're going to be turning right. So it might be a bit of a manual turn. Let's get it sort of set up a bit. Let's kickstart with a sort of west turn, and then we can adjust as we go. There we go. Okay, come to the Category 1 holding point. Runway 15 confirmed. We're at the right runway, parking brake set. Just going to set our lights, so strobes on. Manual cross flow, make sure you get that. Let's get that, oops, landing lights on now. And okay, imagine we're clear for takeoff. I like the CRJ. This is one of these planes you can't really just sort of step out and do some chores in the house during the cruise because it's all manual thrust. You've got to keep an eye on it. It's sort of airline operations, but more seat of the pants. You get more involved in the flying rather than letting the autopilot take most of the control. Right, so stop there. I'll get ready as well with a direct to Sierra Bravo 533 with that right turn. So in fact, let's change it to heading. Can I do that? No, it's not. Okay, we'll keep it to heading because we're going to head that way eventually. So remember, 1,900. That's when we make our right turn. So, let's see if I can start the clock if this works. And I think that just goes. So, I don't know. Here we go. Okay, CRJ's got a detent. Put it in the takeoff detent. There we go. Toga. and it'll set us to a flex temperature of 86.688. Sorry, 86.8, which has gone slightly over. It's adjusting now and reducing. That's 100 knots. Keeping that centre line with the rudder. Achieved our flex temperature. V1 rotate. Ooh, it's like a rocket. And positive rate, gear up. Let's wait for 1,900. Just adjusting trim. It's 1,900, making that right turn. It's 1,500 feet above into the climb. Just going to climb 220. Do a direct. Nav. Oh, my yoke's doing something funny. Autopilot engaged. Yeah, all my buttons don't work. Of all the times. Okay. Yeah, you see, this is what. Alright. Imagine this not happening. The only way I can get rid of this is to do this. I've got to absolutely wreck the controls. Right, now I'm back. TMB, honestly. Autopilot engaged again. Right. Manual to auto. Climb checklist. Fuel crossflow is auto. Bleeds are set. Thrust reversers are going off. Set standard. So in order to do this, you have to push right click, then left click. Right, left. Straight away, and then we're on. Oh, look at that view. So now that we've passed that that waypoint, we can now go up to 250 knots. It's the maximum speed below flight level 100. Okay, flight level 100, target 290 knots. That's according to the VNAV. $290. You can now take these lights off and let the seatbelt signs off. Okay, I'm near top of descent here. We're going to be about 36 miles from Spezza, which is the first waypoint on our star. We need to be above flight level 100. So I'm going to set flight level 100. Flight level 100 set. Let's reduce that, lower that down a bit. Let's descend at 290. I know it says 0.74, but I'm going to slow us down now. So, altitude set, select speed, and throttle back. Oh, and then of course it does that instead. Reduce the range on the first officer side as well.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir beginnen nun mit unserem Landeanflug. Bitte achten Sie darauf, dass Ihr Handgepäck sicher verstaut ist und überprüfen Sie, dass Ihr elektronisches Gerät im Flugmodus ist. Alle Sendefunktionen müssen ausgeschaltet sein. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our approach. Please make sure that your hand baggage is safely stowed and that your portable electronic devices switched to flight mode. All transmission functions must be switched off completely. Bitte stellen Sie jetzt noch Ihre Rückenlehnen senkrecht und klappen Sie die Tische wieder zurück. Passagiere an einem Fensterplatz werden gebeten, die Sonnenblende zur Landung zu öffnen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seat is in the upright position and your table is folded away. Passengers seated in the window seat are kindly asked to open the window shade for landing. Thank you.
Reduce that rate of descent a little bit. Okay, let's just check the weather in Frankfurt and the METAR, which I have on my iPad here. It's a gentle breeze, QNH 1034. There is some broken clouds at 2,200 feet and some drizzle rain as well. Visibility is at 4.5 kilometers. Nope. It's temporarily 4.5 kilometers, but otherwise visibility is good. Got temperature of 5 degrees, so it's going to be engine anti-ice be required then in those temperatures. It's got a minimum position altitude of 560 according to the charts. So from the Spezza 4 Bravo arrival, which takes us to waypoint Spezza, then a left turn to the VOR Charlie, and it's just following the track around. And we get our runway 25 left waypoint at Delta Foxtrot 626. That's where our transition, as it were. Would it be at 5,000 feet for that? And from there, a platform altitude of 4,000 feet before descending on the glide path. So landing elevation is 360, and that is, oops, not set up there, it's set there, there it is. Fuel, we have 2.5 tons, plenty. TCAS set radar currently on weather radar. Crew alert system is set. There's nothing to alert. Landing data. Aha, let's do that now. So landing speeds. Let's just set all of that. Got a reref of 139. So add 5 to that. That's going to be 144 knots. Going to be our landing speed. So our broker briefing complete. As we're coming on to approach, I'm going to put the B-cluster signs on. Get that done now. So there you can see there, it's going to go around and in. I think in reality, if there's air traffic control, you get a shortcut. I can do a sneaky shortcut now. Let's do 616. Why not? Save a bit of time. So I need to change my speed to 250. Because we'll be descending further than that. So 5,000. It's very difficult to see that. There we go, 5,000 set. Okay, below 10,000, flight level 100. Let's get these lights on now as well. Let's cabin crew, arm thrust reversers, battery signs are on, landing gear, too soon for that. Far too soon for that. So 1034 was the QNH. Let's set that now. 1034. So we are going down to our platform altitude. 1034. There we go.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
There we go. 1,000 to go. We can see those patches of drizzle around. I'm going to put the engine anti... Oh, wrong button. Engine anti-ice on now. Just so we've got it. Oh, rainbow up ahead. On the 1.1.5, I'm hoping it's going to select it manually, but in fact let's have it armed. 1.1.15. Let's put it in the box ready. We now need to go to 4,000 feet. Setting it now. Ah. 246. So very wet weather. Look on, let's push the approach button. Yeah, I just had a slight panic about whether it was going to tune it, but it does it automatically. It knows it's all programmed in, so and it switched over seamlessly there. So maintaining, we've got a maximum of 220 knots, just under that. Just keeps us within the restrictions of the approach. Just going to set the, make sure they're still set. Set all. So I've got my approach speed bug set now. Ooh. You can tell it's winter. It's interesting that it's hung us up just above 4,000 feet. I'm not sure why I can't capture that exactly. It could be because of this though. Ah, that might be why. Oops. There we are. Okay, 17 miles out. Somehow increase speed. Oops, let's get that back down again. Fly slips alive. Wow. It is quite a stunning simulator. Let's get a little bit of lighting on here. Oops. So flaps 1, or slats. Glide slope capture. Oh. Flaps 5. Or 8. I get these numbers right. Flaps 8. There we go. And Frankfurt is somewhere beyond that cloud there. Set our go around altitude to 5,000 feet. 5000 set. Let's take gear down now. And our next flap setting, whatever that is, 20, that makes sense. 3 greens. And let's take our final flap, which would be flaps 30. Okay, landing checklist can be now completed, so just the after landing. It's dramatic looking for sure. The windscreen wipers actually work, but it helps with the old immersion thing. Right, I can see the runway lights ahead. Just make sure it's 25 left. Confirm it's not 25 centre. If we're seeing 25 right, we are definitely in the wrong place. Checked. I'm going to keep the autopilot in just a tiny bit longer. I'd normally take it off at 1000. Now it is a very wet, drizzly day. That wind is variable a fair bit. So we will land, so autopilot off. Yikes. This is key.
400.
Centre line there. That's clearance. Continue. Although that's not right.
100. 50. 40.
Light slope.
30. 20. 10.
And reverse. Ooh, it's a bit squirrely on the approach there on that landing as we touched down. Take the next high-speed taxiway on the right here. Just going to turn that wipers off. Don't need them anymore. Thrust idle. Here we are.
Meine Damen und Herren, bitte bleiben Sie noch so lange angeschnallt sitzen, bis wir unsere endgültige Parkposition erreicht haben und die Anschaltzeichen über Ihnen ausgeschaltet wurden. Kapitän und seine Crew danken Ihnen, dass Sie heute Lufthansa und die Starlines gewählt haben. Wir wünschen Ihnen hier noch einen schönen verbleibenden Tag oder gegebenenfalls eine angenehme und sichere Weiterreise. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to keep the seatbelt fastened until the captain has switched off the seatbelt signs above your heads. We in the entire crew would like to say goodbye to you now. Thank you for having chosen Lufthansa and Starlines and wish you a pleasant stay here and
my probe heat on? Ooh, I didn't have my probes on. Shocking. Uh-oh. Well. This is the default Frankfurt scenery, although it's slightly enhanced. So I do have the top spec flight simulator, as it were. So premium deluxe, that's the word. Which I know some airports are included with that. Right, about to cross an active runway. Well, it probably would be an active runway, so let's put the strobes on. It's going to get the APU ready. Ooh, pay attention. Let's get straight across here. And we're across. Strokes back off again. Right, what was say? AP is coming on, radar, blah 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 blah. Probes off. Well, I can, yeah. They weren't even on. Whoops. Let me get their shutdown checklist ready. We're taking what I think is customary to the Victor stands, which are these stands here on the right. It's remote stands. This would be the blue line. Probably should have taken the yellow line to avoid that. Right, and just anywhere around here. There's no guidelines. Oh wait, there is. Whoops. Didn't see that. And center it up. That'll do. Parking brake set. Landing lights off. Well, here we are, and let's turn the... Where is it? Where is it? There's transponder to standby. Shutdown 2. There we have it. Parking brake set, seatbelts off, thruster shut off, anti-ice off, fuel pumps. Keeping that on for now, because the APU's on. Chucks, open the doors. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frankfurt International Airport. I do love the CRJ. I know there's a few people that find there's bits missing or things don't quite work. And one big one's the fact that there's only one pilot on board. I'm not sure if that's a thing. CRJ single pilot operations. But there we go. But it does look good. It is a really nice looking model. It's a shame the cabin can't. I need to get some custom views. There is one, but it's not really much to speak of. A very cool plane. Well, thanks for watching this far, if you got this far.